Hey everybody! If you're looking for a fine romance, then look no further than the classic Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie, Swing Time. Now, dancer John Lucky Garnett, Fred Astaire, returns to his hometown to marry his fiancée, Margaret Watson, Betty Furness. However, the other dancers in the act prevent him from getting to the wedding on time. However, Lucky is able to convince Margaret and her father to try again, if he can make $25,000. Now, Lucky goes to New York with his buddy Pop, Victor Moore, where he meets dance teacher Penny Carroll, Ginger Rogers. While trying to get acquainted in a dance lesson, he accidentally gets her fired, so he tries to get her job back for her. Now, in doing so, he not only gets that job back for her, he manages to get her an even better offer, where the two of them would be performing together at the Silver Sandal nightclub. However, their employment is more or less delayed when Mr. Simpson, the owner of the Silver Sandal, as played by Pierre Watkin, loses the contract of the orchestra and its leader, Ricardo Romero, George's Metaxa. He loses the contract gambling with Dice Raymond, John Harrington, the owner of another nightclub. Now, Lucky manages to win back the orchestra when he goes to Raymond's club to gamble. Meanwhile, Lucky is falling in love with Penny, is trying not to make the $25,000 so that he doesn't have to go back and marry Margaret. As you can see, the plot doesn't exactly make a huge amount of sense. But it's an Astaire and Rogers movie. You're not here for the plot. To be fair, though, I'm not sure how much of the plot's issues relate to how much society has changed in the time since this movie was made. However, as I said, with an Astaire and Rogers film, you're here for the music and the dancing. You know that's what you should be here for anyways. And what a score, with music provided by Jerome Kern and Dorothy Fields, including such songs as Pick Yourself Up, The Waltz and Swing Time, A Fine Romance, Bojangles of Harlem, Never Gonna Dance, and the Oscar-winning classic, The Way You Look Tonight. Now, of course, the three dance duets, Pick Yourself Up, Waltz and Swing Time, and Never Gonna Dance, are the big highlights of the movie. Now, Pick Yourself Up starts us off well with a fun song while Ginger's trying to teach Fred how to dance. And they utilize some dance steps that would make an appearance in all three of the routines I just mentioned. And we see Ginger do a splendid job as an actress, as we see her impressed with his abilities that he'd only been hiding from her only a few minutes before. Now, the Waltz and Swing Time gives us more progression in their relationship, as we see a fun dance showing off how well they could combine ballroom and tap dancing together. I just love watching that. But Never Gonna Dance, it's a masterpiece. Well, to me it is. Showing off their dramatic abilities as they split up in the movie, believing they will never dance again, with reprises of The Way You Look Tonight and The Waltz and Swing Time included as part of the music. Just an absolutely beautiful dance routine. One that made my top 10 dance routines list for those who actually saw it. Now, to be fair, the movie is not perfect. I know that. The main sour note for most would probably be the song and dance for Bojangles of Harlem. Supposedly a tribute to African-American dancer Bill Bojangles Robinson, it ends up coming off not very well. Considering Bill Robinson was known for being one of the first African-American performers to not wear blackface, Fred's use of it comes across poorly, never mind the fact that his style of dancing is nothing near what Bill Robinson's style was. And while you can skip the song, you can't really get past the blackface completely by doing that, because Fred is still wearing it for a few minutes while the story keeps going. Personally, I get some enjoyment out of the dance still, especially when Fred goes solo apart from the female chorus. And we get what is the first time that he used special effects to enhance his dancing on screen, as we essentially see him dance off against his own shadows. Now, to me, that's a lot of fun to see, and I just love the dance. I do think that the blackface was a mistake on Fred's part, as I have otherwise gotten the impression that he did respect African-American performers, working with a few and having high praise for the Nicholas Brothers dance in the 1943 musical Stormy Weather. So in spite of Bojangles of Harlem, I would still easily recommend this movie, as it is just so much fun to watch and considered one of the best of the Astaire and Rogers films. Now, the movie has been made available on Blu-ray and DVD from Criterion Collection. With regard to the new restored transfer, I would say it looks great to me. Sure, it's not as crisp and clear as some would like, maybe a little too fuzzy, but considering the original camera negative, which would have yielded the best results, is long gone, and apparently was in bad shape when Criterion licensed the movie for their Laserdisc release nearly 30 years ago. 30 years ago, that is. This is probably as good as we can hope for the time being, because they've done a splendid job cleaning it up, and I like it. I certainly see a lot of improvement over the Warner DVD released about a decade ago, so this recent release comes highly recommended by me. And I personally would, at this point, already be willing to call it the release of the year. Now, the movie is 1 hour and 44 minutes in length. Well, that's all I have to say on this one. Thanks for all of you for keeping up with me at this point, and I hope you'll keep coming back for more.